sugar and my life is quite fine.
You need frost at night, just a little bit of frost at night, and a little bit of above freezing temperature in the daytime with the sun shining like today. That's when the sap runs good. And for some surprising reason, I don't know why, sometimes if we get a bit of a snowstorm, get about 3 or 4 inches of snow and mild weather, those trees will run hard for a day or two after that. I don't understand that, but that always happens.
Be sure on your feet and open your eyes.
Yeah, it lasts about 4 weeks, the season. And then you got a pile of work ahead of you, washing everything up and putting all the buckets away and
the part that's not so fun.
cleaning everything up. And then in the spring of the year when the snow is all gone, you got any spare time, that's the time to cut a lot of wood and get it ready. And then again in September and October, it takes a pile of wood to make a lot of sap.
Yeah.
So we need lots of wood.
Yeah, because here, it's not the quick way with the half boilers and the blue tubes.
That's
Here
right.
is the old-fashioned way with the bucket and the boil it over the open fire.
That's right.
Not a minute before. Some stop to eat and some must work the shore.
And that thing when you're making syrup, there's one thing you got to be awful careful that you don't burn the pan. You burn the pan, you get a hole in it, and you're out of business. What do you do then if you got 250 trees all running sap and you got a whole pile of sap coming in and you can't do anything with it? That's a terribly frustrating experience if it ever happens to you. We've got a few spare old pans here that Connor's grandfather made, and we're awful glad to have them in case you really would find like that. Don't have to stop, we can keep going. You don't need top-notch expensive equipment to make real good syrup. All
Yeah.
you need is the energy to get out and get at it.
Yeah, basically, the older-fashioned the way you make the syrup, the better it tastes.
Especially if you get the sap out of the tree, into the pan, and boil it down quick. That's the secret to good syrup. You don't want to keep sap hanging around at all. It deteriorates rapidly.
Clear. The drive is soon finished. The real work is done. Our work is
Now, there's lots of insects around, even that early in the spring. When everything freezes at night, there's always moss. There's a lot of moss living in the sugar bush. There's about 2 species very common here, and millions of snow fleas, and little wee black things that are not much bigger than the head of a pin. Most people don't know what they are. And they are very black. You squeeze one of them with your finger, it's just like black as ink. We have to make sure you strain all that stuff off of the sap before it goes into the pan to boil down.